On everybody, Spencer here, and I'm going to do a tutorial and kind of an informational video on BitConnect. What is BitConnect? How to utilize BitConnect? How can you make money with BitConnect? And by the end of this video, you're going to see how you can turn $500 that you can lend, 500 bucks, into $100,000 in less than 16 months. I know that sounds crazy, sounds too good to be true. I get it, but you gotta change your thinking. Times are changing. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have changed changing the way that people do business. It will change the world forever. You've probably heard it's the biggest thing since the internet. And people have to adapt to that. And that thinking that this could be the next big thing that creates hundreds of thousands of millionaires. And BitConnect to be one of those avenues through the crypto world. So, pretty much BitConnect, if we pull it up here on CoinMarketCap, BitConnect was actually had the sixth highest market cap of all the cryptos. But just because so much of it, and I'm going to talk about the loan program, so much of it is lent in loans, that CoinMarketCap didn't see that as actual mass volume. So what they did is they lowered that down to not include their loans and lowered them down here to number 15. But still, the 15th biggest cryptocurrency in the entire crypto world. That's pretty impressive. So they are legit. They are on the exchange here, or they are on the market here. You can see that. And BitConnect pretty much has been around for just over a year, I believe. And what BitConnect is all about was pretty cool. Is they do conferences and everything, so you can see they're legit. I was watching a YouTube video of their conference. There's like thousands of people there in the Philippines. It looked like a pretty good time. So they have tons of legitimacy, and from what I heard, they're fully backed and bonded, and as any kind of trading or exchange or financial company should be. So with all that being said, what BitConnect provides, they allow you to lend money to their trading bot. You lend money to the trading bot, and they have a trading bot that trades nonstop all day. Bitcoin. Trades Bitcoin all day. And the trading bot, most of the time, it will make gains, it will win money, and it will have positive days. So the money that you lend for them to trade with, they pay you a small percentage of interest on a daily basis for doing that. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you some of the daily interest rates that they have. And BitConnect also, from what I've heard, they keep a lot of their funds in reserve and they invest it in Bitcoin. And if you guys know anything about Bitcoin, a year ago it was at $700. Today, it's at $7,300. It hit a high of $7,600 a few days ago. So that's what BitConnect is all about. You basically lend money to the trading bot. The trading bot trades on a daily basis, makes money most of the time. Some days it has losses where the interest is very low. We actually had a zero interest day a couple days ago, which was not a big deal because all the other days were awesome. But they pay you a small percentage of that interest. And you can choose to reinvest it and lend it, or you can withdraw your interest and put it into your Bitcoin wallet and exchange it into whatever currency, whatever country you live in. So let's get started. So here's BitConnect. Let me show you the chart, because you're probably like, Spencer, you said you could turn 500 bucks into $100,000 a year in income in just under 16 months. How do you do that? Well, let me show you. That's a great question. So scroll up to the top here. I lent this chart from someone. Appreciate it, Ryan, for lending this chart to me to use. So right here, you have the start amount of 500. The minimum you can do 100 if you want to. I think 500 is a good starting point. I would recommend more. I would recommend $1,010, and I'll talk about that. But I'm going to show you the power of compound interest and how BitConnect and their compound interest and their daily interest they pay out is extremely powerful and can lead to massive wealth. So $500, You lend $500 to the trading bot. The average, I guess a legitimate daily average interest rate that I see is 0.9%. Could be closer to 0.8% from what we've been seeing lately. It's over 1%. But we're just going to be conservative and say 0.9% is a fair daily interest. So if that's the case, of a $500 deposit, you deposit that, what you do is you go on BitConnect's website and get an account started. And I'll have a link for you to get started at the end of this video. And what you do is you go down here and you go deposit Bitcoin. Obviously, you buy Bitcoin on an exchange somewhere. You get your address by clicking deposit Bitcoin. If you want, go ahead and send me some. I'd love to have some. Deposit some Bitcoin. You see the pending transaction shows up here within a couple minutes. And within, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, it shows up in your Bitcoin wallet. You exchange that into BitConnect. It's really simple. And then from there, you can lend BitConnect money and lend money to the trading bot. That's what you do. So let's say you start off with $500. $500, your daily interest is $4.50. Your daily interest that you're reinvesting. And you reinvest, you have to have $10 minimum to reinvest. It's really easy. All you do is you click the reinvest button, and boom, it goes right into, you lend it to Bitcoin, and that is a separate loan that you send to BitConnect. We'll talk more about that. I want to show you this chart. This is so cool. So let's say every $10 you keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting. You're sitting at a month. In a month, your 500 is now grown to 640. You're growing $140. That's pretty impressive. I think that's about 28% growth. Yeah, 28% growth you get in a month. What mutual fund, what stock, what IRA can you get 28% growth in a month? That's what I thought. Nothing. Hardly anything out there besides cryptos. All right, just keep going. And what you do is every time your daily interest gets to $10, you reinvest it. How do you know what the daily interest is, Spencer? Well, let me show you. You find out your daily interest. Okay, I have this a little bigger so you know what link I'm actually clicking on. Sorry for the lag there. BCC Exchange, click on that, scroll all the way to the bottom. You can see volatility software. This is where you go to see what your daily interest is. Here's that 0% day that we saw a couple days ago. Yeah, you never want to see 0% day, but look at the days before that. 1.35%, 0.87, 0.97, 0, 1.57, 0.84. The last week even before this, I think 5 or 6 out of the 7 days were like 1.2 and higher. We had a 1.84 day. It was unbelievable. The daily interest has been amazing with BitConnect. But that's just in one day. So that's how you find that out. So we keep going. We get to month 2. You're sitting at 60 days. You're getting close. I've already doubled your account. Life's good. Let's get the month. Let's get a day 100. Actually, let's go day 103. So day 103, as long as you're reinvesting your interest versus withdrawing it, which you can withdraw it if you want to, but I'd recommend building up your loan amount. 103, there's your first $20 day that you have, a $20 reinvest. That's pretty cool. And at that point, if you wanted to just pull all your interest out, you'd be making $4,000 a year. I mean, that's $350 a month almost. Just an extra income. Compound interest. But as you see, you keep going and going. Look at this. You start having more $20 reinvest day. That's where it starts getting really cool. Let's get to the 6-month mark. 180 days. A couple days before then, you had your first $30 day in reinvesting your daily interest. That's awesome. Let's keep going. This is your $30 reinvest. Pretty soon here, you're going to get a $40 reinvest. There it is. Day 221. This is all rough estimates too. This isn't gospel like day 221. If you do 500s, could be more, could be less. Depends on the daily interest. But the average we've seen, it's been pretty consistent at 0.9%. And you keep going and going and going. Excuse me. And soon 40 turns into 50. Check this out. $20,000 a year. Day 282. That's like 9-10 months in. $20,000 a year if you pulled out your daily interest you'd be making. Let's keep going. $70 days, $80 days. I've had these days. I've had $100 days. It's awesome. I'll show you. Day 365, 1 year in from $500, 0.9% average daily interest. You're sitting at a fat $120 reinvest. You have almost $13,000 in your entire lending amount. $42,000 a year if you just pulled out your daily interest. $42,000 a year. That's over $3,000 a month. Let's keep going. I want to take you to the fun part. There's a $200 invest day, reinvest day, day 421. But I want to get to roughly 15, 16 months in. Day 461. That's less than 16 months in. You have $30,000 in your total amount that you've lent. You're having $270 days in reinvesting. And you're making $100,000 a year if you pulled out your daily interest. It's over $8,000 a month. That's amazing. Stinking awesome. Now, let's scroll back up. It's like, Spencer, what if I want to put more money in? You could put less in. You know what? Honestly, I'd recommend starting with $100. Do it for $100. Try it out for a couple weeks and so you can get proved. So BitConnect can prove to you that this is legit and you get paid daily interest. You will be amazed. Maybe you want to start out with $100. If that's the case, well, Spencer, it's going to take you a little bit longer because you're starting with less. But when am I going to be able to have a $100,000 year income? Check this out. Less than 2 years. $100 to $100,000 a year. Less than 2 years. You got to be kidding me. So check this out. Like, Spencer, what if I would have put in more? What if I want to put in around $1,000? If you put 1,010, why 1,010? Let me show you. Here's the cool thing. There's a guarantee BitConnect gives to their users. Let's say you put your money in, you put your over $1,000 in. When you go to lend BitConnect, check this out. If you put in $100 to $1,000, now that whatever that investment is between that amount, you had that initial amount, this amount right here, not your daily interest. You can pull your daily interest out every day if you want to. That's your money. You can take out as soon as you get it. That $100 to $1,000 has to stay. That initial loan has to stay in for 299 days. You cannot pull this initial amount out for 299 days. Okay? 1,010 to 5,000, 239 days. 5,010 to 10,000, 179. 10,010 to 100,000, 4 months, 120 days. But wait, what's this percentage bump? So check this out. Once you do an investment of $1,010 or more, even that, you remember that day I showed you where you had 0% interest? I still got a 0.1% interest that day. So I'm guaranteed that every single day. If we have a day where we get 1% interest, or like our current day today, I think 1.57, I think it was. Check it out. I get an extra 0.1%. I get 1.67. If you make a loan of $5,010, which I've done one of these loans, I get a guaranteed 0.2% daily interest on top of whatever BitConnect's interest is that they pay. So this is why I recommend it'd be good to start in one of these ranges. If you can only afford this, don't break the bank, don't get crazy, then just start with $100, $500, whatever. But if you're going to do 500 or more, why not just bump it up to 1,010 and have that guaranteed interest? And you get to pull that initial amount out a lot quicker. I'm going to show you guys. Right now I have over 2.5 BitConnect. Probably in a couple days I'll hit over 4 BitConnect, and then I'll do a reinvest of over $1,000 so I can get that 1.1% bump. But here's my total amount invested. No capital release yet. I have several investments. One's over 1,000, one's over 5,000. I'll get those released here in months to come. Total earned. In less than 2 months, I've earned $2,500, and I've only invested roughly $6,000. Where can you get those returns? Here's even something that's really cool. Total commission. What's commission? Check this out, guys. You refer someone to BitConnect. You send them their link. They get started through you. You not only get an interest rate, you get a certain percentage of any investment or reinvest they do. If they're one down from you, you get 5% of any amount they lend or reinvest. So if someone invests $1,010 and I introduce them to this, which I've done it several times, I get over $50. Anyone that's 2 down from you, you get 3% of whatever they lend or reinvest. 3 down from you, 2%, and that's where it's capped off. But you see how you can make some really good money in your commissions? Guys, by the end of November or early December, I will have over $10,000. And let me show you something. $10,000 total. I'll be having $100 days. $100 days. And I will have more than 0.9 because I have a guaranteed on my $5,000 investment of 0.2% bump and my $1,000 investment of 0.1% bump. $100 days. That is so cool. How long will it take you to get to $100,000 at this point? You just keep reinvesting it. Check that out. 4 months. 4 months, probably less. But let's say you do 1,010. Let's say you invest $1,010. Right away, you're starting off with $10 days. How long would it take you to get to making $100,000 a year in interest? Just over a year. A year's time, you're making $86,000. It's all rough estimates, by the way. And that does not include your referral commissions. Like your actual, what you get when the people reinvest, what people you introduce to this. That can be whole another monster and so powerful. So powerful. So hopefully you guys understand. I think it's Albert Einstein said the 8th wonder of the world is compound interest. He was dead on because this is powerful. How it grows and grows and you keep reinvesting. And once you get to a certain amount where you want to pull out your daily interest, go to town, do it. Pull it out, live off that, do cool things. This is amazing. Now, some of you are probably watching this going, this looks awesome. I want to get rolling. I'll have the link in the description under the YouTube video where you can that you can click on to get started. If you get started through my link, there's been a ton of people. I've heard people say they'll send you like $50 or $100 in Bitcoin and blah, 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 and the people never get it. I'm just going to make it really like small and simple. If you get started and you invest a minimum of $100, I'll send you $20 in Bitcoin. I promise you, I will send you $20 in Bitcoin if you get started. and you click the link and get started with me. Okay? Because a lot of people, they don't show you the actual commission part where you can refer people. I want to be transparent and show you guys every possibility that's out there. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. And because of that, hopefully you click my link, and I will provide any assistance I can for you to get rolling. Now, some of you might be saying, gosh, it seems too good to be true. You know what maybe is? I don't know. But you gotta weigh your risk reward. Any investment, any opportunity is weighing the risk versus the reward. In this, you have $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000. But what's that? That could be a lot of risk to you. Maybe it's not a lot, but what are the possibilities? This is the possibility. This is the possibility. So you risk $1,000. If BitConnect is the real deal, which I 100% believe it is, and just over here you're making $100,000 a year in daily interest. Where can you find that type of risk to reward? And on top of that, 1,700 people, 1,700 millionaires a day are created in the United States of America alone. Some of them are the craziest stuff that you probably never heard of. It's things like pet rocks, you know? Why can't this be one of those avenues that leads to that amount of millionaires? To where someone asks you, how did you become a millionaire? You said, oh, I actually lent my Bitcoin and lent money to a trading bot that trade Bitcoin every single day, and I got paid a daily interest off it. Then it just added and added and added up, and compound interest took over. And they're going to go, what? You can make money doing that? You can be a millionaire doing that? You're kidding me. Because there's so many crazy, goofy things that people do to make money and create wealth out there that you have no idea about. There's no reason that BitConnect, in the world of cryptocurrencies, which are taking off like a rocket and are going to change the world for the better, there's no reason BitConnect can't be the same thing. So hopefully that helps you guys. Go ahead, if like I said, you click my link to get started. I'll get you $20 in Bitcoin. I'll send it over to you. If you have any questions about getting started, if you need any help, support, please let me know. BitConnect support's very good, but I'd be happy to help you guys out and lend any support I can, because Bitcoin and cryptos are an amazing investment, but I'm passionate about the difference that cryptocurrencies will make in the world if they continue to do what they do. And the only way you're going to shut them down is shutting down the internet. And that ain't happening anytime soon. So hopefully this helps, guys. More videos to come. And get in touch with me, message me, comment on the video if you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, or need some help, and I'd be happy to help. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon, and look forward to making a ton of money with you. See ya.